After rising through the ranks of the Imperial military and sharing many ideas with Emperor Palpatine about the unknown regions, Grand Admiral Thrawn was tasked with a mission to explore and pacify those as of yet unexplored territories. However, in order to keep the true purpose of the mission secret, his assignment was disguised as an undermanned cartography mission and was perceived by many as an exile and punishment for Thrawn's involvement with the losing side in one of the Imperial court's petty squabbles and feuds. The reality, however, couldn't have been farther from the truth, as Emperor Palpatine provided Thrawn with an enormous supply of ships and manpower for his mission to pacify the unknown regions. Palpatine had believed that the Empire of the Hand was just an extension of his own empire and didn't really know what was actually going on in the Hand. In reality, Thrawn ran the Empire of the Hand as more of a benevolent empire to protect the galaxy from threats in the unknown regions based on the planet Niranu. Thrawn re-established contact with the Chiss Ascendancy, and many Chiss joined his empire as it had been fighting against the many threats in the unknown regions for many years. But the Chiss ruling families, however, viewed Thrawn with distrust as he was considered an outcast for breaking the Chiss rule of no unprovoked attacks. Thrawn was mapping the unknown regions when he heard that Emperor Palpatine had been killed in the Battle of Endor in 4 ABY, and the Grand Admiral then returned to his Hand of Thrawn base on Nirawan. However, as the Galactic Empire collapsed, Thrawn found his forces in the unknown regions dwindling as ships were constantly recalled by what was left of the Empire to battle against warlords that were fracturing the Empire and against the New Republic. Therefore, the Empire of the Hand was now on its own. But despite this setback, the Hand's military strength was still intact as the Empire contained the reconstructed 501st Legion, which included a new military structure where each company was smaller and had specialized squad. For example, Auric Company contained 40 men and 10 4-man squads. These component units were capable of extended commando missions on their own, using 4-man shuttles and serving in various roles like commandos and bodyguards, 2 roles that were performed by Unit Auric 7. The Hand fought against the unknown region species of the Sea Rook and other threats that launched incursions onto the known galaxy. During the Thrawn campaign in 9 ABY, Grand Admiral Thrawn returned to the known galaxy and led what was left of the Galactic Empire against the New Republic and was killed at the Battle of Bilbringi. At this time, the Empire of the Hand was left under the control of Voss Park and other Thrawn loyalists who didn't believe that the Grand Admiral was dead, as Thrawn had said to wait for his return 10 years after his reported death. And 10 years later, in 19 ABY, the Empire of the Hand was discovered by the New Republic via Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade coming to Nirawan during the Kamaz Crisis. The Kamaz Crisis was a pretty unrelated event regarding the Hand about the ending of the Galactic Civil War, where Luke and Mara were looking for the original unaltered document that was located in the fortress. But what was really important regarding the Hand is that while on the planet, Luke and Mara found and killed a clone of Grand Admiral Thrawn that was being fed every strategy and information about the original Thrawn so that the clone could take over his place, as it had been 10 years since Thrawn's reported death. In 22 ABY, the Empire of the Hand was involved in a local conflict on the planet Kariak, where the 501st Legion was dispatched to overthrow a warlord who had invaded and conquered the planet, where he established a tyrannical regime. The Warlord conflict, as it was known, was a swift victory for the Empire and became known as the capture of the Warlord. During that same year, the Hand supported the Chiss and New Republic in the Battle of the Redoubt, which kicked out the Third Vigari-Chiss War and saw many colonists of the outbound flight join the Empire of the Hand. Due to the death of Thrawn's clone, the Empire of the Hand had no heir, and Baron Soontir Fel appeared to lead the Hand during the Yuzang Vong War. During the war, Fel sent a division of Thrawn's household phalanx to aid the Imperial Remnant and New Republic against the Yuzang Vong, and it was commanded by his son Jagged Fel. The division remained in the known galaxy for the duration of the war, and the Yuzang Vong invasion proved why the Hand's existence had been justified in the first place, and militarization against the unknown regions was also very justified. During the end of the Yuzang Vong War, the Empire of the Hand had an apparent and mysterious disappearance. There were quite a few conspiracy theories about what happened to the Empire, as the Jedi believed that it was wiped out by the Killiks, which were an insectoid species in the unknown regions, while the Chiss claimed that the Hand was absorbed by the Imperial Remnant and Chiss Ascendancy, and meanwhile others suggested that it was simply disbanded. But in fact, none of these theories or claims were correct, as the Hand had survived the war and was just unnoticed by the rest of the galaxy for around 15 years. Although many rumors continue to persist about the Hand having either collapsed or been absorbed by the Chiss Ascendancy, Jagged Fel discovered that the Hand was still in active state sometime after the Second Galactic Civil War after 41 ABY. At this point, it is unknown who was in command of the Empire of the Hand, but as head of state of the Imperial Remnant, Jagged Fel kept the secret of the Hand's survival to himself for security purposes. After Galactic Alliance Chief of State Natassi Dalla was removed from power in Plan Delta by the Jedi, she had escaped from the Armand Isard Corrections Prison Facility with the help of Boba Fett in 44 ABY. After her escape, Dalla was bent on revenge on those who staged the coup and who she felt she needed to enact revenge against, and then she seized the control over the Maw Irregular Fleet as she developed a plot to take over the Imperial Remnant with several rebellious Moffs. With his position threatened by Dalla's ambition to become Empress, Jagged Fel mobilized a fleet of loyal supporters and moved to destroy Dalla and her subversaries with a preemptive strike at Exodo 2. At the same time, he requested aid from the Empire of the Hand, which dispatched a vanguard of 3 Chiss Star Destroyers to aid him in his efforts. The Battle of Exodo 2 then ensued, where the Hand's vanguard proved to be an instrumental force in supporting the Remnant's fleet and gaining a stalemate in the battle as Dalla's force was vastly superior in number. The battle ended when all belligerents agreed to an immediate general election where Fel endorsed his successor to be Admiral Victor Reege, who easily defeated Dalla in the election. The Empire of the Hand's activities after Exodo 2 are unknown, and much of the Empire's policies were shown to still exist in the Fel Empire over 130 years after the Battle of Yavin. Did you know about the Empire of the Hand before this video? Are there any other Imperial Remnant or Star Wars factions that you would like for me to cover in the future? Feel free to let me know down in the comments, and thank you for watching.